right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of the Candy Bar Creepshow podcast, starring yours truly, Brandon Tobatto, your ghost host with the most, as I like to say. As you can see, my Halloween wall is still not disassembled at the time that I'm making this video. It's still very much Halloween. I figured I'd sort of just leave it up, enjoy Thanksgiving, and then like maybe the day after Thanksgiving, I'll transform it into the Christmas wall with my Terrifier 3 poster, my Frankenstein's monster poster with the Santa hat, maybe put my actual Frankenstein monster's mask here with the Santa hat on him, put him there or something. Christmas lights, garland, all that stuff. I am going to redo the wall. It's just time sort of, it got away from me this month. It really did. I mean, here it is, the day before Thanksgiving, and it's just, I don't know where the time went. It's like, I feel like Halloween was 2 days ago. I feel like we just did Candy Bar Creepshow episode 1 3 days ago. It's bizarre how time has flown this week, or this month, I should say. But it's really been this year, like 2023. I think we discussed this the last episode. 2023 has just been a blur. It's been a total blur of time, and it's just insanely bizarre to me. You know, my kid's almost 4.5 years old. We have another kid on the way. It's just, time is insane. So when you hear the old elders in your family saying, time goes faster than you think, they were not lying to us, were they? They were not lying at all. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But enough about that, enough about the Halloween wall and my laziness in getting it taken down. This is episode 2 of Candy Bar Creepshow, and it's obviously themed for Thanksgiving. I really wanted to do at least one of these a month, especially during months when there's a holiday, like last month's inaugural episode, inaugural is the proper word, was for Halloween. This will be for Thanksgiving. The next episode will be an ode to Christmas. So we're going to cover some Thanksgiving stuff today. I'm going to ramble on incessantly, and you're going to listen to my big, beautiful, boomingly bass voice, and enjoy every single minute of it. So for those of you who are here to listen to me ramble, you're enjoying what you see, what you hear, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share the video with your friends, share the channel with your friends, and I promise there's going to be some new TobattoVision content coming sooner than later. A couple more video essays, a couple more Just a Thought videos. As of right now, there's about 50 days until we see if TobattoVision will get its monetization back. So the countdown has begun. I'm stressing out about it. I've been sort of cleaning up my video list. I'm going to start cleaning it up hardcore towards the maybe the 1st or 2nd of January. But until then, we're in the countdown. We have 50 days until we see if TobattoVision will continue on with monetization or if it's just going to die in the vine without monetization. We'll see where it goes from here. So I think in the grand scheme of things, as far as Thanksgiving episodes go, I really wanted to dive in, obviously, to Thanksgiving 2023, the film that just came out by Eli Roth. It's probably the most important Thanksgiving horror-related thing on the horizon, or just released, I should say, in the conversation right now, because it's a new Thanksgiving film. There's not many horror films that focus on the holiday of Thanksgiving, and it's brand new. It's been blowing up the scene a lot. There's a lot of hype about it. There's a lot of people who love the film, apparently, and a lot of people who don't really like it. I have a tab pulled up here for the Wikipedia article on Thanksgiving 2023. And I have not seen the movie yet still. I'm going to try to go to the theaters this weekend, probably after Thanksgiving, and see the film. I've had no time to go see the film, but I am excited about it. And it just blows my mind that the movie actually got released finally after all this time. Because as many of you know, or I'm assuming probably all of you here know, the movie started as a mock trailer in the middle of Grindhouse, the Tarantino Rodriguez double feature movie that came out in 2007, simply called Grindhouse, which featured the films Planet Terror and Death Proof. Thanksgiving was one of the many fake trailers in the middle of that film. At least I think it played in the middle. But the trailer itself was awesome. It looked gritty, dark, old school, early 70s, almost giallo vibe. Looked really awesome. And ever since that Grindhouse release, people really have been, especially in the horror realm, have been clamoring for it to become a real thing, and in 2023 it finally did. So big props to Eli Roth on that. I can't believe he actually pulled it off and made it happen. Obviously, again, I haven't seen the film yet, so I have no idea how it really compares to those original Grindhouse days. But it's got an all-star, or not all-star, I should say, but a pretty damn good star-studded cast. You got Patrick Dempsey in there. I'm not really familiar with too many of these other people. Who's Rick Hoffman? Oh, that guy, yeah. Rick Hoffman from Hostel 2. That's where I know him from the most. Jalen Thomas Brooks, Addison Rae. I'm not really a huge proponent, I guess is the right word, of all these people. So I guess star-studded would be the right word. But yeah, it blows my mind that Thanksgiving is actually a real movie you can go see on the screen. And here we have some thumbnails from the 2007 Grindhouse version. And as you can see here, the movie just looks so old school, desaturated, grainy, tattered. The colors washed out. I mean, you love every single minute of how that trailer looked. Look at that. It looks like a legitimate 1972 slasher film from way, way back in the day. Compared to, look at this. That's great. This is the tone and vibe of that original trailer. And when you go to screenshots from the new movie, it's pristine, a lot of color. I don't really see any film grain or anything like that. It looks like a well-made Hollywood movie. And I'm assuming the bad guy is called the Pilgrim, right? That's what he's called, I'm assuming. Is he called the Pilgrim? Is he called the Founder? Pretty freaky looking mask, pretty good looking costume. But all things considering, it's not really the Grindhouse-esque version of the trailer we originally saw. Not that it needed to be, but it would have been cool to see. That's what I was hoping for, but for whatever reason, I guess Eli Roth chose to go a different way and present us with a cleaner, straightforward slasher film. At least that's what I'm assuming. Again, I haven't seen it. I know I keep saying that, but I have not seen the film yet, so I really can't comment. But from the trailers and the clips I've seen, it looks like it's totally opposite of what the original trailer, proposed for the idea of a Thanksgiving slasher film. So for those of you who have seen the film, let me know how it compares for you to that 2007 trailer. Was it better than the trailer? Was it what you were expecting? Was it better? Was it worse? Do you wish it was more grindhousey versus the straightforward slasher film that I'm assuming it was? And my most important question, was the slasher villain actually scary? I know this, apparently this sort of plays out as a whodunit. But I'd be very curious to see if there actually is some menace to the slasher. Sort of like in that movie Valentine, the Cupid killer. There was a lot of menace to that character right away. He was a scary presence. And this Pilgrim guy looks like he could have the ability to be looming and dark and scary and menacing if they really played into it. But the question is, did they? It's very bizarre because, all the other films from Grindhouse, all the other trailers, I should say, that did become movies, really retained their Grindhouse-ish nature, like Hobo with a Shotgun, which was eventually made into an actual movie, still played out like a very Grindhouse movie. So I'm curious to see if there's any DNA from that original trailer left in the film. Like, is the trampoline scene in the movie? Is the severed head on the turkey, is that in the movie? Let me know, because I do want to see the film, but I'm so curious about it. I have to know these details before I see it. I just have to know. And it won't kill my interest in seeing the film for sure. I'll still go see it. But yeah, just let me know. But enough talk about me rambling on about Thanksgiving. Let's move on to this article from Screen Rant. So again, this is Screen Rant, so take everything you see here with a grain of salt. A big grain of salt, because there's some very good articles here and some very bad ones. Let's just say that. But I found this article I wanted to kind of go with you guys about, and it's about Thanksgiving. And the article is called How Eli Roth's Thanksgiving Movie Compares to the Fake Grindhouse Trailer. So I might get my answers to that right in this article, but let's go through it. Let's skim through. Before TriStar Pictures made the feature-length film, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving was a fake Grindhouse trailer, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. More stars than Grindhouse trailer, obviously. Again, we're just sort of taking the, what is it called? The notes version of this article. Who made this article, by the way? Danny Kessel Odom. So, shout out to Danny Kessel Odom. And I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. I probably am. Thanksgiving story follows the basic premise of the fake trailer. Eli Roth's Grindhouse trailer includes a sparse storyline. However, what does appear is used as source material for the holiday film. Both productions follow a killer who attacks two couples in a Thanksgiving parade. In both the trailer and the film, the killer also creates a Thanksgiving dinner complete with a roasted woman tied up like a turkey, though the actual setup looks almost nothing alike. Okay, here we go. On top of matching premise, Thanksgiving recreates vital parts of the Grindhouse trailer. The film's opening matches the trailer's opening, showing a character approaching a house while breathing heavily. The start of the massacre at the Thanksgiving parade looks remarkably similar, with the movie only adding more story and tension additionally. Story and tension, there's a period there. Additionally, Thanksgiving utilizes the parody scene in which a cheerleader starts stripping in front of her boyfriend while jumping on a trampoline. This scene is altered slightly, taking out the upper body nudity. Okay, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving movie is a proper slasher, not a parody. Okay, so the Grindhouse did play out sort of like a slasher parody. It's good to see that this plays out more straightforward. That kind of gives me a little bit of excitement, actually. Thanksgiving's killer is not hidden like in the fake trailer. That's cool. I don't think the killer in the trailer wore a mask either, right? Like it was just a pilgrim-looking dude with a darkened face. He didn't actually have a mask on, I don't think, correct? Looks like there's some cinematography elements that are changed, obviously, because it's, 16 years later. Eli Roth's Thanksgiving movie leaves out the infamous B-job scene. All right, then. What does it say? Thanksgiving avoids disaster by removing one of the funniest and most explicit scenes in the fictional trailer. Oh, okay. That's right. So what is the new movie rated? Is it rated R or is it rated PG-13? It's rated R. So I'm curious as to why Eli Roth would have gotten rid of a lot of these elements from the trailer. Maybe it would have been an X. Maybe the MPAA was still being pretty strict with the ratings for this film. Maybe he had to take out the B-job scene and the trampoline scene to its full extent. Maybe they were just going to be too harsh to him. Because it does sound bizarre when you take into account the fact that it's an R rating still, that he would have to remove those two scenes. We've seen way worse in R-rated films and sometimes even PG-13 films that he would have to have taken that out, which is kind of bizarre. Very strange. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing that film for sure. All right, so the next thing I really want to go over with you guys is an article I found from Fangoria titled 10 Thanksgiving Horror Movies to Watch After Thanksgiving. And it's funny to say this, but every single movie on this list, apparently, I have not seen. And if I have seen it, it's been decades, but I'm still not even sure 100% if I've actually seen the film on this list. I said earlier in tonight's episode, and I'm sure most of you already know this, that there's not a lot of Thanksgiving horror movies. But with that said, we're not saying that they don't exist. There's still a slew of Thanksgiving horror films that exist. If you dig for them, they exist. But I think really what people mean when they say that, and this holds true, compared to the amount of Christmas horror films out there and Halloween horror films out there, Thanksgiving horror films pale in comparison to Christmas and Halloween films. There's just not a whole lot of them compared to the other genres. But if you really, or to the other holiday categories, I should say. But if you really dig for them, they are out there. But again, with that said, I haven't really seen many of them, if at all. Not including the new 2023 Thanksgiving film. I have not seen that yet either. So, let's go through this list together and see exactly what these movies are that you should watch after Thanksgiving. I'm not sure why it's after Thanksgiving, and see how many of these titles I actually have not seen. It's probably every single title on this list. It's 10 movies. Let's dive into it. So, 10 Thanksgiving horror movies to watch after Thanksgiving. These Turkey Day horrors set the table for terror. This article is by Dolores Quintana, and again, Dolores, I apologize if I'm saying your name incorrectly. I have a bad habit of mispronouncing everybody's last name. It's just what I do, apparently. So first on the list is Deadly Friend. Now, I've heard a lot of friends talk about this movie. A lot of colleagues, a lot of acquaintances talk about Deadly Friend. I know it's a Wes Craven film, 1986. I don't know, honestly, if I've ever actually seen this film. And if I have, I've forgotten entirely about it. Perhaps I've only seen a few minutes, but I don't remember actively renting this on VHS from Videoland or Blockbuster. I don't own the DVD or Blu-ray. There's a good chance I've never seen this movie. But apparently it's a Thanksgiving movie. It says it's set during the fall months, starting with Halloween and then continuing to Thanksgiving. So it still counts, for sure. I will say it counts. The Last Thanksgiving from 2020. Never even heard of this film. Looks like Linnea Quigley's in it. Looks like she's in a cameo. Written and directed by Eric Lorink. A comedic horror film about a diner that is under attack by a pilgrim cannibal. Or by pilgrim cannibals, plural, on Thanksgiving. Haven't seen this, haven't heard of it. Have no knowledge of what this film really is or how well it did. Maybe the fact that I never heard of it says something, but then again, there's so many movies you don't hear about anymore because they're so plentiful now. It's hard to even keep track. So that's 2 off this list I have not watched out of the 10. So we're not doing very well here. Next up is Into the Dark Pilgrim from 2019. I have not seen this at all. The television series Into the Dark on Hulu is a holiday-themed... so it's a show, not even a film. So why is this on the list? But we'll take it. Either way, I have not seen it. It says Pilgrim tells the story of a family that hosts a group of Thanksgiving reenactors who are a little too realistic for comfort or safety. Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, 4th on the list is Blood Rage 87. What's bizarre about this is I remember seeing the VHS cover on shelves at Videoland, especially as a kid. I don't remember watching it. I don't remember renting it. The lead bad guy, or the bad guy, I should say, in the film, who is this guy right here in the striped shirt, he doesn't look familiar at all. I can't say a damn thing about this film. So I feel like I've never seen it somehow. I've never seen Blood Rage. I know I'm losing my horror credibility here more so than I already have. I've never seen Blood Rage. It blows my mind too, I promise. It's bizarre. All right, moving on to Thanksgiving 2009. I remember seeing the trailer for this. I know there's a bunch of sequels, at least 2 or 3 sequels, right? I think there's Thanksgiving 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe with the crazy turkey, but I've never seen it. My friend Tom, I think he enjoyed it. I think he watched it and said it was pretty good. I've heard it's very schlocky, very non-serious, obviously, but I've never seen it. Maybe this will be the season post-Thanksgiving that I finally watch it. But yeah, there's quite a few Thanksgiving horror films out there if you seek them out and know what to look for. It's just compared to the Christmas and Halloween films, man, they pale in comparison, the amount of films there is. Next on the list is Christy from 2014. What's worse than having to go home for Thanksgiving? The Turkey Day holiday film Christy answers that question effectively. A group of scary masked cyber cultists trying to kill you for no known reason. Okay, so it's really just incidentally Thanksgiving, it seems to me. Sort of like Halloween, like with Michael Myers. It's incidentally a Halloween film, right? It's a classic, but it's an incidental film. This movie seems to be the same way. But either way, I have not watched it. Amityville Thanksgiving, haven't seen it. There's so many damn unofficial Amityville sequels now, or Amityville entries, I should say, that aren't really a part of the legal franchise. They're sort of their own thing. But they're all the ones I've seen at least have been pretty terrible. So I really have no interest in this. But if you guys, let me know in the comments if you've seen Amityville Thanksgiving. I'm curious if you've seen it. Let me know in the comments below. Next up is Black Friday 2021. Not really Thanksgiving. Well, I guess you could say it's Thanksgiving if you go Black Friday shopping after dinner. But Black Friday to me is usually the day after, even though now it's the whole damn month, it seems, of November to be Black Friday sales, Black Friday shopping. But I remember seeing the trailer for this couple years ago. I thought it was supposed to be a big thing, and it like kind of didn't really take off. I'm not sure if it's good or not. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed Black Friday. But yeah, it looks like Bruce Campbell's in it. I'm not really sure why I didn't see this film. Anyways, Home Sweet Home, 1981. Have not seen this film. At least I don't think I have. A bodybuilding personality goes on a murderous rampage because of PCP. Oh, now I have to see this movie. Now I've got to see this movie. That sounds awesome. That premise alone, a bodybuilder on PCP murdering people, that sounds fantastic. Whether it's set on Thanksgiving or not, I want to watch that movie. Comment below if you've seen Home Sweet Home. I have to know, because that sounds awesome. Looks like last on the list is Alien Abduction Incident in Lake County, which I have seen. I watched this on TV way back in the 90s with my mom, and it freaked us out. I think there's another found footage movie sort of like this. It's almost the same, but this is the specifically Alien Abduction Incident in Lake County from 98, which sort of lines up with the year I think we would have seen it, 98 or 99. I think it was 98. Maybe it was the premiere on TV. I don't know. But it freaked us out way back in the day. I was probably, 98, so I was either turning 11 or just turned 11. But it was a really freaky thing. You watch it now and it's hokey and hilarious and still great, but it's hokey and hilarious. But back then, especially considering in like 97, 98, I was obsessed with aliens and abduction and outer space and stuff like that. This really hit a nerve. But yeah, that's the Fangoria 10 Thanksgiving horror movies to watch after Thanksgiving article by Dolores. Pretty good stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys have seen off this list. I want to know. Do you guys remember a couple of years ago when The Simpsons did a special Treehouse of Horror episode in November for Thanksgiving called Thanksgiving of Horror? It was absolutely awesome. It was a fantastic episode. As far as I know, they've only done it one time. It was called Thanksgiving of Horror from The Simpsons. It was back in 2019, so this is quite a few years ago now, 4 years ago. Jeez. But yeah, it was a great episode, very bizarre, better than most of the modern Treehouse of Horror episodes. Fantastic stuff. It's really bizarre that they decided to do it, but I was so happy that year because it was such a good episode, such a crazy out-of-nowhere thing. Fantastic stuff. I wish they would have kept it up because it would have been a fun tradition to have in addition to Treehouse of Horror. Just really, really, really crazy killer content in this episode. And if you haven't really seen Thanksgiving of Horror, or you probably never even heard of it actually. A lot of people don't even know what I'm talking about when I bring it up. Go to Disney Plus, because I'm sure it's on there. Go to The Simpsons. Look up Thanksgiving of Horror from 2019. You will not be disappointed. Again, you might be disappointed in every other Halloween episode that's come out in the last few years, but Thanksgiving of Horror, excuse me, I'm rambling and stuttering really bad tonight. But Thanksgiving of Horror is fantastic. Go watch it right now. And on that note, I think for this next segment of Candy Bar Creepshow Episode 2, the Thanksgiving Candy Bar Creepshow episode, I should say, I want to go back to Midjourney. We did this in the last TobattoVision Live. We went to Midjourney and played around with some of the AI artwork. I want to take you guys over to Midjourney now, and let's make some fun Thanksgiving horror prompts. Spend a couple minutes doing that. Might be a lot of fun. So if you guys are listening and not watching, Midjourney is an AI art generator I have a subscription to. Make all kinds of crazy stuff for fun, for thumbnails, for funny videos, stuff like that. But it's crazy the kind of stuff you can do. So if you're listening and not watching, I'll try to describe the content I'm generating as best as possible so you can visualize it in your noggins at home or in your car, wherever you're not watching with eyes on the screen. So let's jump over to Midjourney and try it out. All right, so we're in Newbies 107 on the Midjourney Discord. Let's see what we can do. So let's scroll down to the bottom. In the public feed, I don't have the really expensive 50 or $60 a month for the privacy thing where nobody can see the artwork you generate. I'm in the public feed, so that's just what you got to do for $10 a month. I'm not spending $50 or $60 a month for this right now, but maybe down the road. But just you'll have to bear with me, the public artwork showing up as we go. So I'm going to type /imagine. There we go. Enter the prompt. Let's do Thanksgiving, comma, horror, comma, evil. Let's do AA dash AR space 16:9. This will give us a nice widescreen image. And we'll use that prompt first and see what it comes up with. See what it really does. See right here, we're in the feed now. Thanksgiving Horror Evil AR 1619. Right now, my screen name on here is Boo Radley. You can probably find me if you wanted to. Come and chat or hang out. There's a million Boo Radleys on here, though, so you'll have to cipher through it. Or siphon through it? Which is the right word there? Cipher through it? Dig through the Boo Radleys on here. I need to change my screen name to just simply Tobatto or TobattoVision. But here we go. It's starting to generate. It's 78%. There we go. It should be done now. So let's check it out. This is Thanksgiving, horror, evil. Not bad. Not bad. Doesn't look too evil. Looks pretty cool, actually. The bottom right looks pretty good. Those really don't look like turkeys. They look like evil claw things. The top right looks kind of sinister. Top left looks kind of sinister, like sort of like a Last Supper. So same with the bottom left. I wouldn't say evil, though. Still cool, though. Like, we could upscale this, add some grain to it, and sell it as a damn canvas print as far as I'm concerned. Like, it looks good. It looks really good. But still kind of bizarre. So let's go back here and let's say, imagine, let's say Homer Simpson dressed as a Thanksgiving turkey fighting zombies, World War, evil, spooky, AR 16:9. I don't know what we're doing here. We're just going to enter some crazy prompt and see what we can come up with. Let's see if this one gets us. Oh, I put Home Simpsons. Whoops. It's supposed to say Homer Simpson, not Home Simpson. It's going to give us it's going to give us some really crazy nonsense right now. This is going to be insane. This will be wild. This is going to be absolutely insane. So, Homie Simpsons. Maybe it'll still catch on to what I'm trying to say here. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it will. While that's prepping, let's type in something else. Let's type in Bowser enjoying Thanksgiving eating Mario. AR 16:9. So let's check the Simpsons one while this one starts generating. Here it is. Looks kind of cool. Top left is crackhead but awesome. Bottom left is crackhead but awesome. Bottom right is like acid trip Simpsons. None of that makes sense, but it's still awesome. And the top right is hilarious. It looks like Lenny's wearing Marge's hair, but it's gray, holding a machine gun at Homer, deformed Homer with 4 legs or 3 legs. I don't know what, this is bizarre, but it's hilarious. These are like fever dreams, you know what I mean? Absolute fever dreams. It looks like the Bowser enjoying Thanksgiving, eating Mario, is generating right now. From the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be pretty cool. So here it is. It's generated now. Top left is awesome. Does not look like Bowser. Bottom left looks kind of like Bowser, but pretty good. And then on the right, you have super like bodybuilder Mario in the bottom right with a scalpel. And then top right Mario is like a fusion of Mario and Bowser eating Thanksgiving. That's just bizarre. Let's do one more of these generations so I don't waste too many credits on this, but this is absolutely hilarious. Let's do Thanksgiving horror in space, fruit bat, turkey, evil, cosmic horror. AR 16:9. Let's do this last prompt and see what it gives us.
Can you keep a secret?
This will be hilarious, actually. This is gonna be the craziest one. Watch this. Oh, so far I'm liking what I see though. We're at 78%. Oh, it should be done. Look, somebody did a frozen thing. My daughter would like that. Oh, that's baller. Okay, the top left is insanity. That is amazing. Bottom left is insanity. Those have got to become thumbnails for a couple more TobattoVision lives. Those are fantastic. That is fantastic. Bottom right is like a crow in space. Top right is like a dinosaur in space, I guess. But we're going to save. We're going to upscale and save the upper left, which is U1, and the bottom left, which is U3. Because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So you click upscale 1 to upscale that one, upscale 3 to upscale this one. And if you want to make variants of any of them, if you want to make a variant of the first one, you would click V1. Let me show you how that looks. Let's make some variants of V1. So I'm going to click V1. There's the high def version that we generated. There's the high def version of that. Very cool. And right now it's making variations of that first image. It's going to give us 4 new options to choose from. Looks like it hasn't really started yet. It's at 0%. But there goes 15%. It should be pretty quick because it's just making variations. It's not doing a whole new generation from scratch. Cool. I'm liking what I see so far. The fruit bat thing. Oh, I love it. This is going to be so epic. That top right one's going to be so epic. Here we are. 100%. Dude, look how fat this dude on the bottom left is. That's me after Thanksgiving right there. These are awesome. I'm saving all these. These are too good. I'm saving all 4 of those. Upscale, 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 upscale. So I hope you guys liked that Midjourney stuff. I have too much fun with Midjourney. I'll be honest. Every couple of days I'm on there just making stupid stuff. You guys should see that I have thousands and thousands of Midjourney stuff created since January 2023. I love it. I have too much fun on there. It is a time suck and a money suck if you burn too many credits within your time, but it's fun. It is very fun. One of the things I wanted to do on this episode, it's not really Thanksgiving related, but I wanted to talk about the Zouri fetish doll from Trilogy of Terror. That is a horror movie that I tend to like watching towards Thanksgiving for some reason. It has nothing to do with Thanksgiving at all. It's some reason about it. I don't know. I just always seem to watch it towards November, which is bizarre. But let's check out eBay for a second. I want to talk to you guys about something. So here's the Zouri fetish doll from probably like a decade ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago. Very popular. It was at Spencer Gifts, all kinds of stuff. It goes for $300 now. Quite expensive. And this is used, I believe. Nice box. Pretty good plastic figure. Maybe resin. I think it's plastic. Looks pretty good. I got this from my uncle a long time ago. He liked it. Very good stuff. I want to own this. I don't have one of these for myself because I'm an idiot and didn't buy one for myself. But they're $300 now on eBay, which sucks. If I'm going to pay that kind of money, I want something that looks a little bit more like the movie than this. Because, like, this is the movie. This doesn't look that close to me. It's still good. It's still really, really cool. But check this out. Look at this version of the doll that goes on eBay for $400 and something. To me, this looks amazing. Not 100%, but a lot more accurate to the movie than the first plastic piece. Like, look at this compared to this. You know? It just seems a lot closer to me than that first plastic one. Now, am I about to drop $400 in this right now? Probably not. If 10 of you out there want to buy me 10 of these and send them my way, I'll happily take them off your hands. But yeah, I mean, just when you think, I just had to throw this in there about how $100 more would get you this versus this. You know what I mean? But as always, I digress. Let's move on to our last subject for tonight's Candy Bar Creep Show episode. This is a Thanksgiving Candy Bar Creep Show. It's probably going to be around 40 minutes, probably 30 minutes or so. I want to keep this kind of a short episode. It's pre-Thanksgiving. We're going to be old and folded and fat and full in the next day or two tomorrow. And plus, I got to get to watching Planes and Trains and Automobiles tonight, so I can, cook some, help Shanna cook some pies, make a couple of snacks for tomorrow before it gets too late. So I got to wrap this up. I just got to wrap it up. The last thing I wanted to do with you guys here in Candy Bar Creep Show episode 2 is go through the Devil's Latex's Instagram page. Devil's Latex is Steve Bellamy. Fantastic indie artist, indie creator, mask maker, prop maker. Been buying stuff from his website for years. Or from his Instagram, I should say. Like, I don't think the website is up yet. I don't think the website exists. But I've been messaging him on Instagram, buying stuff that way. I think Christian does the same way. You sort of have to get in contact with Steve, do business there through PayPal and stuff, and then he'll make your stuff and send it to you. Very good process. The dude's a professional, great talent, very fair prices. But we always talk about Devil's Latex, and I really wanted to go through it with you guys here and show you guys all the cool stuff he's made, has for sale, all that kind of stuff before we end this very special episode 2 of Candy Bar Creep Show. So if you indulge my incessant rambling and slurring, let's get into it. Here we are at the Devil's Latex Instagram page. And as you can see, the feed is full of all kinds of cool stuff, like this Jason Goes to Hell bust. I can't tell you how badly I want this bust. Look at that thing. That is absolutely fantastic, and I need it in my life. I just need it. He makes some killer Critters puppets. I'm not sure if these are puppets or dolls. They're probably just dolls. Either way, killer. I want that white one. I guess these are really modeled after the new Critters movies that came out. What was it called? Critters Attack or something? I never saw it, but these look sort of like newer designs. I'm assuming they're based off those. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, look at the I didn't know he did a silicone Freddy thing. Very cool. Very nice. Good stuff. He does amazing work. Look at this crate. Look at this Pennywise. That's fantastic. Looks like it's still in clay right there. That must be after he molded it and casted one out of rubber. This Jason Lives mask is off the chain. A lot of hockey masks. He does good stuff. Look at this Gacy thing. That's hardcore. That is absolutely hardcore. Now that would be a spooky piece to have in your house for sure. Oh, I love these Mars Attacks things. I forgot he has these now. I think I want the red one. These are freaky, man. These are freaky. New Part 7 sculpt. Excellent. This was from 131 weeks ago, so this is probably already long into production. I'm sure you can buy that right now. Got these really cool Candyman hooks. Fantastic. Wow. Look at that. That's awesome. Dude. Cool Slimers. Look at those, man. Really cool Burnt Chucky. Work is killer. It's got the ICP masks. If I had $1 million, I would go right here and just buy all this stuff. There's the Part 8 bust. Well, not the exact one, but this is what it looks like that Christian just got over in Planet CHH, which I'm infinitely jealous of. He got the one on the left, I think. This is not the exact one because this is from a long time ago, but this is what he got. Fantastic stuff. But again, I really want this. I think the first thing I want is this Jason Goes to Hell. Like, that's, dude, come on. Like, that's devastating. It's a full torso connected to the mask. So the mask isn't separate from the torso. It's actually one piece, which is absolutely off the chain. Absolutely off the chain. We're just sort of going through here. Look at Crazy Skeletor. That's fantastic. Leatherface, Anakin Skywalker, Shaggy Two-Tone. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Like, that's amazing stuff. That is amazing stuff, dude. Another Jason Goes to Hell bust. I think I like the one at the top better, but still good. Look at these. It's almost second to none. You know what I mean? Oh, there he is. There's what is it? Stitches? Is that his name? Stitches? Hatbox Ghost from Haunted Mansion. Good stuff. We're getting way back now. I actually had this mask from him a few years ago, his Michael Myers mask. I long since sold it, but I did have it. It was good stuff. Yeah, it's just awesome stuff. So if you're in need of a mask, you don't want to go to Trick or Treat Studios, you have a few $100 to spend, hit up Steve Bellamy of Devil's Latex. Here it is on Instagram, the Devil's Latex on Instagram. Hit him up with a message. He'll work you out a good deal. Payment's easy enough. From Canada, so you got to wait a few weeks at least. I mean, depending on how backed up he is, but highly recommend this stuff, especially now in the Christmas season. Halloween's over, so nobody's really buying costumes to actively wear, but you're prepping for Halloween 2024. You're buying presents for people, whether it be masks, props, or whatever. He makes all kinds of stuff, dude. So highly recommend Devil's Latex. I can't recommend it enough. Look at that. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching episode 2. Or that's 4. Episode 2 of Candy Bar Creep Show. The Thanksgiving Candy Bar Creep Show, I should say. I had a lot of fun. Short but sweet. I wanted to keep this one short. The Christmas episode will be longer, I promise. For the 5 people of you that watch the show, I really appreciate the support. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the video, share the channel, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Candy Bar Creep Show, which will drop sometime in December. Candy Bar Creep Show episode 3, the Christmas Candy Bar Creep Show. Let's do it. I will see you guys then. Love you. Have a good night. Be safe out there on the roads tomorrow. If you're traveling, don't forget to watch Planes and Trains and Automobiles tonight or tomorrow night. Eat lots of turkey, lots of cranberry sauce, lots of mashed potatoes, and I will see you guys on Black Friday for some shopping. And by see you, I mean I won't see you because I probably won't make a video or be online or do a live stream, but I will see you in your dreams. Black Friday shopping. That's all I can really say about it.